The Premier League 2025 to 2026 season is about to start, so I thought what we could do is predict the positions from all the teams. So you can let us know down in the comment section below too what you think of my predictions, and also let me know what your predictions are for the season too. I'm also planning on every week predicting all of the scores, seeing how well we do alongside with how well you do, and also there'll be a fantasy football league to join too, which I will share at the end of the video. So stay tuned till then. Now let's see what my predictions are for the Premier League table for this season. So I've now got a tier list open with all of the teams down there at the bottom for the Premier League season, and we're going to be ranking them from champions at the top all the way down to the relegated teams down at the bottom. So I'm going to start off towards the bottom, thinking that the three teams which have just been promoted will struggle. So I believe that both Sunderland, Leeds and even Burnley, I believe, will get relegated. We'll put them in order in just a moment. I'll leave them there for now. I don't know whether any of the teams might just slip up. A couple of teams who I do think will struggle is Brentford, so I think they'll be in the bottom between the 12th and 17th places. I also think Fulham might have a struggling season too. Bournemouth, I think, might struggle. I've got a feeling Forest will too. I've got a feeling that Forest is kind of like Leicester a few seasons ago, where they did really well in one season and then after that they struggled for the season after, especially as they're going to be playing in the Europa League, and at the end of last season I didn't think they were playing too well. And then our final one in that sort of row I think is going to be Wolves, and I think Wolves might be towards the bottom too, even potential to be relegated. I'm going to leave the last spot in that column for now. We're going to work our way towards the top. So I'm a Villa fan. I think we are going to get European places again. Whether we get between 5th and 6th or 7th, I'm not too sure, so I'll put us there for now. Obviously the likes of Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea, I believe those four are going to be top four. I don't know what position I'm going to put them in yet, so I'm going to have a quick think about that. I think Newcastle will finish in a very similar spot too, and potentially a surge from Man United, maybe going towards the Conference League positions, but we're going to have to move them around in just a second, which means from 8th to 11th I have got Brighton, Crystal Palace, Everton, Tottenham and West Ham for now. Maybe I'm putting Everton a little bit too high. We're going to have to think about potentially moving them down a bit. But for champions for next season, I think I'm going to go for Liverpool. So I think Liverpool been playing really well. They've made a couple of good signings too. Obviously they've lost Jota, so that is a real big shame for them. I think Chelsea might come in second position. I thought they were playing really well towards the end of last season, so I think they have the potential to do pretty well this season. Also Arsenal, I think, will drop into third position, and I think Man City will be fourth. I think that is going to be my top four for this season. You're going to have to let me know in the comments whether you think that is crazy from me or whether you think that is about right. Now we're going towards the bottom half of the table. So we've got Burnley, Leeds and Sunderland. I've got a feeling Burnley may finish bottom. I think Leeds might finish just above them. I think Sunderland does have the potential though to be in between the 12th and 17th and just stay up in the Premier League next season. And I think maybe Wolves might drop into that relegation zone. And that, obviously, being a Villa fan, it would be nice to see Wolves get relegated. In terms of between 12th and 17th position now, I think the bottom end is going to be Sunderland. I think Brentford's going to be the bottom end too, and I think Forest's obviously going to be towards the top end. I think they will finish mid-table, maybe 12th. Or actually, I think I might switch Nottingham Forest with West Ham there. I've got a feeling West Ham might finish a little bit lower than they did last season. Or actually, that's probably a similar position. I can't remember what position West Ham came last season, but I think Brentford's going to be in the scraps with Sunderland. I think Sunderland is going to be in 17th and 16th is Brentford. I also think that Fulham may struggle this season too, so I'm going to put Fulham just above Brentford there, then Bournemouth, then West Ham. I think that is probably going to be my 12th to 17th positions right there. But in terms from 8th to 11th, this is going to be quite a difficult one. I feel like this could go either way. I thought Palace were playing really well towards the end of last season and have been playing well since, especially after beating Liverpool on penalties. So I feel like they have got a good opportunity here to do well this season. I think they're going to be up towards the top end of the 8th to 11th, along with Brighton, who are always pretty consistent and they always do well in the market too. I think Tottenham are going to do better than they did last season, because if they don't, their managers will be going left, right and centre. So I think Tottenham are going to be just above Forest there. Put Forest into 11th. Oh no, wait a minute, I've just noticed that Everton are there in the centre too. So I'm going to move them actually to 11th instead of Forest in 11th. And then I think I'm going to leave that there. I think that is quite a rogue one, Palace being so high, but I for some reason think they're going to do well next season. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. I think that's going to be my most rogue one. Maybe the Forest being quite far down too. I don't know. Again, you'll have to let me know down in the comments section below. I think Man United are just going to slip into that conference position, and I think hopefully, fingers crossed, Villa will get Europa League again next season. They've got to watch for Ollie Watkins. He's been scoring a lot recently. If he stays at Villa, I hope that he will continue his form and scoring. So this is going to be my Premier League predictions. We've got Liverpool in first, second Chelsea, third Arsenal, fourth City, fifth Newcastle, sixth Villa, seventh United. They're going to be my top 7, and the 3 relegated teams are going to be Wolves, Leeds and Burnley. You're going to have to let me know what you think in the comments, and also write out your tier list and I'll go through them all, and at the end of the season we can see who was the closest in the last video. But I'm not too sure how well I'm going to do. I'm usually not that amazing at predicting, but that is what I'm going to go for this season. But like I said before, each week what we're going to be doing is predicting the scores. So every week I'm going to have all of the matches which are going on that week, and we're going to predict each of the scores for those matches. So stay tuned for that video tomorrow. And also, if you do want to join in with the fantasy football, I will leave the code up here right now, or you can click on the link in the description below too, and you can join our league. But I do hope you all enjoyed this one, and I hope you think this is going to be a good little addition to the channel. Do make sure to let me know down in the comments if you do like it, and also make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the predictions throughout the season. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's video where we'll be predicting the scores for the Premier League first games.